Hi, I'm Mark,
And I'm Jill.
and this is another episode of
Cleared for Comfort.
That's right. This is a special two-part episode because it's about two lounges that are next to each other at the International Airport, EZE is the code, in Buenos Aires. Now, on this evening, we were traveling on business class on Aeromexico, which is a SkyTeam member along with Delta Airlines and
Right.
Aerolíneas Argentinas. And so we had access to the SkyTeam Lounge that is done by Aerolíneas Argentinas. And to give you an idea how close this is to the Amex Centurion Lounge, the doors are opposite each other, and the people that check you in each side can look through the doors and see the people walking in and out each one. So we decided first, well, let's go to the SkyTeam Lounge. We have access to it because business class, we can go to a Centurion Lounge pretty much anywhere, so let's go into this and check it out. So we went in, and what did we find?
Well, first of all, it's quiet and it's spacious. There's plenty of places to sit, and there are plugs that
Everywhere.
you can charge
Yeah.
pretty much everywhere.
Yep.
So that was kind of good on the
High
plus
marks
side.
for that part.
There's also self-service liquor and other beverages. Of course, there's a nice spread of food as well.
Yeah, it was reasonable selection. It was
yeah.
cold food though, all
Yeah,
like
right.
cold cuts and things like that. Not a big spread.
Right. But the seats were all dirty.
The
I
upholstery
thought, yeah.
looked like it had not been cleaned in 10 years.
Right, and like a lot of butts had sat in those seats because
Right.
it was all the cushions were kind of sagging and everything, so it just kind of made it,
Right.
not
Yeah.
that great.
So I got a Bailey's. We plugged our stuff in. We were sitting there enjoying the nice peace and quiet, at least, because it was
Right.
very quiet in there. There's hardly
Right.
any people in there. And then I started searching on my phone, which is a big mistake because I started looking for other people's reviews of the Amex Lounge and this lounge, and particularly ones that compared them. And I saw like 3 different things that said, oh, the Amex Lounge is way better. It's more luxurious if you're looking for luxury and comfort. And I thought, well, I've been to Amex Lounges other places. They're all usually pretty good. The food's usually pretty good. Let's go over there.
Right.
So,
And I'll just throw in that even though it was a spacious lounge and there was a lot of seating and a lot of empty seating, 2 people came and sat right next to
Yeah,
us, and
yeah.
so they were, chatting and everything. So that
Yeah.
we're like, okay, we should probably move, and
right.
we might as well move across the hall and go
Yeah.
to the other lounge.
So I felt a little awkward walking directly out the one and into the other.
Right.
And almost immediately something happened, right?
Yeah. So you walk into the other lounge, and first of all, you can't find a place to sit down. And
Yeah.
it was 10:30 at night, and the place was packed. They didn't have as much seating there, and every seat that they had was taken. So we were walking around thinking, do we have to go back or not?
Yeah.
And then one of the hostesses came up and said, "Oh, were you just 2? Because you could sit over here." And so it was a high top table with like metal type seats with a little pad on it or whatever.
No plugs.
No plugs. Yeah, it didn't seem like there were plugs.
But I thought the first thing you were going to say was the wall of sound that hit us when we
yes.
walked in
Yeah,
the door. Yeah.
Right. Oh, it's really loud. And nothing against kids, but there were a lot of kids there, and they were running around at 10:30 at night. There's a little play area which happened to be right next to where we were sitting, and they had tambourines in there for the kids to play with. So that got really loud. And then when the kids are loud, then the parents are allowed to try to talk over it. So it was like going to a Chuck E. Cheese, instant headache with all the noise and everything. So
Well,
it was not relaxing
It
at
is
all.
summer vacation down there, so maybe that had something to do
Yeah.
with it. But I think every kid in Buenos Aires was in that lounge at 10:30 at night. I could
Right.
not believe the absolute chaos when the people running
Right.
around. So after we got the seat, I went and looked at the food, and it was, it was the nice hot food selection, rice and a chicken and things like that you see at most Amex lounges. That was okay.
Right.
You went and got a glass of wine,
Right.
but it's not self-service there.
Correct. So,
Take it or leave it if you
so you have to go and tell
like
the
that.
bartender, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people like the self-service, some people like a bartender service. But we went back and sat down in the seats, and then, well, let's just show you what happened. That's right. we switched back to the other place because we just couldn't take it anymore. It was
Yeah.
so loud in there. So
Yeah.
we went back to the other place, and what happened?
Uh,
We just found
yeah,
two
just
seats.
found two seats, not
just
next
went,
to those people that came and sat next to us, but an area
"Let's
by
just
ourselves.
chill." Right.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe because it was so late at night and we had gotten up early and everything.
Sure.
But we just wanted to have some peace and quiet
Yep.
at that late hour.
So one thing I want to say about all these reviews, and it's true for lounges as well as for flights, is your mileage may vary.
Right.
It was a Wednesday night in the middle of summer season at 10:30 at night. Who knows whether that's the worst
Correct.
time or
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Maybe if you're there at 7 o'clock in the morning in their winter, there's nobody in the place.
Yeah.
If they were equal on the crowd, like low crowd, I would go to the Amex Lounge.
Right.
But given the choice that we had, it was the lesser of two evils in that
Right.
case.
Right. Yeah.
But I
And-
think we have
yeah.
a verdict here
Yeah,
on
well,
both of them.
Yeah. I think I would say not cleared for
Not cleared
comfort
for
on,
comfort.
on our experience there.
Yeah.
So I was thinking to myself when we were there, like I'd much rather go down into the terminal and get something and pay, a little bit, $10 or whatever it is
Sure.
for a glass of wine,
Sure.
and not have to deal with all the
Yep.
people around. So
Right.
yeah.
So not cleared for comfort, at
Right.
least not from our experience on that particular night.
Yes.